Running late for this vibe coding session. Happy for everybody that's been waiting in the chat to get started. Um, and yeah, so today we're going to be doing a vibe coding session on Cookie Jar. Cookie Jar is a very simple protocol where you could claim funds on a recurring basis and leave a little note as to why you took your cookie. Yeah, it's been a pretty integral tool that we've been using within the Greenpill and within different communities. So great to be able to improve it with some both small fixes and potential large ones that we could try to execute during the session. I'm joined by Sophie and Bertrand, both members of the Dev Guild. And yeah, we're going to be, we'll probably get some few people joining later too, and we'll just be jamming and for the next few hours, just trying to improve this UI and see how we could advance it. Myself, I'm Stuart off Lobby. You guys probably already know me, but yeah, so happy to be doing this call. So this is the first time I'm hosting a vibe coding session. We did one with Austin Griffith like a month ago. So this is new for me. So we'll see how this goes. And I've got Bertrand Harris, also engineer, so he also could share his screen and hop in and do some vibe coding as well. But yeah, just to give you a sense of what we're planning. If I come over here, right here. We did a impact matrix of like low effort to like high impact issues to tackle. So we're going to be tackling a few of these. So if I could zoom in a bit, you can see in this quadrant here we have things that are doing now high impact, low effort. So we have a few things such as resolving ENS addresses for allow list members, changing whitelist to allow list, fixing some confusion in the UI. So we're gonna, look, somebody join the stream. Okay, we're gonna tackle some of these low hanging fruit first, and then also start to look at some of these more contract based, updates such as archiving cookie jars, enabling editing of patrol amounts. So a lot of cool things we're cooking up. And I think one of the key things we'll try to get done is have some NFT gating of cookie jar contracts. Um, so yeah, looking forward for that. And yeah, I guess I'll pass it over to uh, Bertrand. And just want to introduce yourself. Yeah, everybody on the call, just share some quick intro.
Okay. So just join the Greenpill Dev Guild to help on the tech side and have the tech technical experience, but I like also the refi part, and so I wanted to help there. And I like also like to share screen when developing. So happy to be there. Sophia, you to continue.
Sophie?
Hey, GM, everyone. I'm Sophie, community lead at the DevQ, Greenpill DevQ. Well, yeah, I'm here for the moral support, mostly. So I'm really excited. Let's do this.
Hey everyone. I'm Coy. I'm product lead on the Dev Guild. I spent some time with AFO looking to the issues that we could have here. Excited for the session. I will do my first commits on Cookie Jar. I guess I did before, but they changed the version, so I think I will do the same commits I did before on typos and small issues just to practice. So yeah, thanks for the session.
Nice. And I already saw an issue. We're already solving bugs. Trying to, well, okay, let's get started. This is gonna be a long session, so it's not like it's gonna be a little tedious. So stay in the saddle with us. We're gonna get through a lot of things. So what I have open here, I guess actually let me walk you through kind of the tools that are AI agent tools and that you can utilize to vibe code and build applications. So you can see I'm using Cursor. It looks like VS Code if you're familiar with that. Very similar UI. And Cursor is one of the, I would say, premier like AI agent coding tools that's been building in the space. And they provide you with access to, so you can see down here, access to different models that you could use to run as agents. And they also have different modes. So you could, before having the agent go write a bunch of code, you could first ask it some questions, kind of outline a plan, figure out, learn more, get more insight, because it could look at your whole repo, and then you could kick off an agent. They also have background agents that you could also kick off, which we won't be utilizing today, but something to also look into. And if you come to the Cursor website, which I'll drop this into the chat. So as you see, Cursor is the AI code editor. It's available on, I believe, all platforms. And yeah, and also it's like tab completion. So also when you're coding, if you're writing code, you could have autocomplete. Knows your code base. Allows you to just edit with natural language, and it can interpret your thoughts and what you would like to do. And in my opinion, it's one of the better options. I know there's a lot of emerging tools and things, but it's just one that I've become comfortable with and have appreciated using. So definitely check out Cursor as a tool to use. And maybe Bertrand, I guess I'll ask to you, like, do you use what are you using for like your AI agent tool? Are you using anything?
Because I'm using Ubuntu, and Cursor is not well packaged yet for Ubuntu. I mean, I know some who use Cursor on Ubuntu, but it crashed much. I've solved it a bit, but for now, much more VS Code or sometime Windsurf. That was doing the Codium before. But then it's more about, like I've demonstrated to Corey, more a fan of Google models. And so Google Joule also for the asynchronous modeling agent, like coding agent. And because what I like is that commits are made by the agent. I feel it's also a big difference. Like for the transparency, if you have the Google Joule creating the commit and pushing it to Git, and you just do a pull request, it shows that it has been generated by AI. When you do it with Cursor or with Claude, all of this, apart if you ask for it to create the commit, that could be done also. But by default, you are just kind of impersonating the LLM in some way, I feel.
That's an interesting. I think for me, I think I'm fine with that, because when I think about coding and just, I just think we're going to a new paradigm. It's an interesting thing to think about, like the fact that who authored the code, right? Because we view writing code as typically writing, but then if how we're viewing code is prompting in the future, then you prompted it, so you'd still. So I do, that's an interesting kind of.
Because then there is a Git blame to be able to blame who has modified.
And I would still blame the person who prompted the agent to create that code.
I mean, in the opposite way. Yeah. I mean, but prompt. Okay. Is this way I hide myself through Google Joule, and so if it's written Google Joule, nobody will know it's me who prompt it, but I push it in the comment or in the pull request, this kind of thing, and it's still visible in the pull request, so it's a different way.
Yeah. But that's a good thing. Yeah. I see a question in the chat. Oh, sorry. I see a question in the chat. What subscription type do you use in Cursor? It varies for me. I typically use the Pro plan, and then if I have to get extra credits because I'm using it a lot, then I will just upgrade the plan. But I will say the plans they don't give you that much, honestly. You have to eventually get to some of the higher plans before, if you're a heavy user. But if you're just using it periodically, then you should be fine with a free plan. All right, let's get into this cookie art session. So we got the first thing we got is the first issue here. So it's, we got with the call stack. Let's see. So okay, so let's first go ahead. And this is a nice one just to we'll have the agent just help us with say. So when you run into an error, you could just start with running into this error, which I know this error what it is, but just for kind of showing for people. And so I'm just going to send that first query off. And a lot of vibe coding is you kind of sitting and it's kind of like putting food in the microwave or the oven. So we will have a lot of these moments where we're just kind of watching the AI that's going to work. So this is one of them. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. I'll make this chat even bigger. And let's see, I'll do some zooming. Okay, then let's close this.
Yeah, full. Something that I'm searching for is the middle board that we did the I want to look to the issues we listed, or if you have a Charmverse page, something I can use.
Yeah,
I'm not in my
Okay, I can send you the image. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna send you that.
Okay, I want to take this moment while we're running and also watching at the chat. If you're watching us on Twitter, well, if you can share, like the post, would be really appreciated.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, Sophie. All right, let me get this image. All right, hold on, let me send this to you. Okay, sent. Okay, cool. So okay, let's see. Are we where we at? All right. So it's saying this is what your front end app should look like. Cool. Okay. Thank you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this myself. Can I copy this? Or let's see. I just have to apply. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a compliment. That's what I wanted to. All right. So it's basically telling me I need an M file to hold, which makes sense, to hold some of this information. So I'm gonna do a .env. It says do .local, so I'll follow its recommendations. I'm just gonna copy in this code here, and let me go get an actual Wallet Connect project ID, which I believe I have one here we could use. I could use one from an old project. There we go. And in the alchemy, I do have alchemy. Ooh, do I want to use my alchemy key here? Or I'll use a test key. I like to click on new console. What the heck? Why is it asking me all this? So I'm just getting my alchemy key so we could continue. All right, let's see. We'll use this alchemy key here. Okay, cool. So yeah, don't worry. I know I'm exposing variables, but all those are just fine. The test accounts, nothing there. Okay, so let's go ahead and restart the development environment. All right, so what you're seeing here happen when I run the development environment is basically we're having the contracts be deployed on a local chain. All this is local, so try to do a setup that yeah, I don't need any testnet or mainnet configuration. Is completely local with Anvil, because the reason being is because CookieJar is only using like NFT, like it's not even using NFTs, it's using Open Zeppelin contracts, and that's about it. So you could easily run that on a local fork. So here, just having it seed with some data, creating some cookie jars and stuff of that nature, and then yeah, some test accounts as well. So we'll get into that part of the call once we have this issue solved. And it looks like we do. So that got fixed. Now it's asking for me to connect my wallet. So I actually waited to do this for this call. So let me go ahead and. So I imported a bunch of private accounts already. So we got the cookie deployer, we have the cookie monster, we have the cookie tester, and we have the cookie fan. So these are going to be the four. These are just Anvil accounts. It looks like somebody put some funds in one of them, but don't use these on mainnet. These are just test accounts. The private keys are widely accessible, so do not use this on any mainnet. Just use it for testing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I believe I need to add the local chain. So let me do that because right now we're on Ethereum. I mean, it'd be on the local chain. So if I believe I'll do that. Let me first go here. I actually created a vibe coding guide for us to follow. So let's see. Okay, let me close this. We'll close this. So let me actually share this with us. Can open a preview. There we go. So yeah, this is a CookieJar vibe coding session guide. So let's actually walk through this a bit now that we're about to get into it. And I also need to push up my commits. So all this, so if you guys want to join along, this could all be local. So what I'm doing here is I actually just click the button that's generating. So this it ties into what Bertrand was talking about earlier, a little bit to where cursor, when you're still making the commit typically, or like that's how it shows up. So here you could have cursor generate your commit message. So that's going to kind of look at all the code that's changed and create like a nice message on what's been changed. And then from here, I'm just going to commit all of this. Hopefully we run into no issues. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to push up these changes. And what that means is it's taking the code from my local environment and it's pushing it to GitHub, a more remote environment to store the code. Okay, see, we lost green code, but not straight. And so now this branch should be up. And I'm actually going to go to GitHub real quick. Because on GitHub, it should show, you should see it show. So not, okay, this is the PR. So let's go ahead and make this an actual PR, take it away from draft mode. And I'm gonna add Bertrand and Coy here as reviewers, just formalities. So if you guys want to go ahead, I'm gonna drop a link for this PR for you guys to take a look at. I'll drop it in the chat so anybody wants to there, and then our private chat here, so should have access to it. So let's go ahead and so now this is a full PR. Can I update this protected? Must not contain merge commit. Okay. All right. I did set up a bunch of roles, so I might have made this a little bit harder. But let me refresh because it looks like there's some weird color coding going on because I can't read this text. Interesting. So, one thing I want to talk about too, when you have PRs where agents also come into play, is cursor bot. So they have bug bots, and so does a GitHub that basically will look at your pull request and review it, see if there's any issues. So So you can see it's saying some metadata that might be a little out of date, but these type of things. And not sure what's going on with this issue here with the text, but and then I requested a review. So we'll come back to this in a little bit. But yeah, let's take a look at this. And Coy, Bertrand, feel free to bring down this branch and try to run it yourself locally. Let me know if you run into any issues. I can I'll send you guys the environment variable I'm using, so you guys don't have to do it yourself. So I'll send this in our private chat.
Someone else is hearing this noise. Someone in the background. No, yeah, I just heard again.
You don't hear anything.
No, that's weird. Okay, all right, let me.
We got a ghost. Somebody's here.
Koi was the ghost. He left.
Okay. All right. So taking a look at this README. So yeah, let's walk through this. This is the Vibe session, guys. So, what is Cookie Jar? As you know, it's a decentralized funding protocol. You could create programmable jars. You create funding pools with either ETH or ERC20 token. It has control access via whitelist. We're going to update that to allow list. That'll be one of our first tasks that we're going to do. Set withdrawal rules. You could do emergency controls. And some things we're going to be adding is some NFT gated access, which is not currently a feature. And I think a very powerful one that once we could get that started. And it's a zero config. All you need to do, I will say, let me actually merge in this PR. I'm just going to go ahead and merge it if I can. I don't know if I could do that. No. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to turn off this branch protection for this real quickly. I think it's under rules. Let's just update this. That's the same. I saw a passkey. Okay, so I think we should be fine now to. And this is, of course, this isn't the safe way to do it, but we're vibe coding, so that could be perfect. All right, I just want to get this into develop so that if you're pulling down the main branch, you are getting this code. You're not having to worry about a thing. Cool. All right. Okay, cool. So go ahead and pull down that code if you want to join along. But coming back to this, basically it's a very simple setup. You just get the code down. You will need to have certain VS Code, node environment set up. So there are certain prerequisites. And we'll look to add that because I do understand some people come with, not having all these things set up. So I definitely want to make this something that anybody could pull down and get started. But basically, if you have some of these things, you do pm install, and then you do a pm dev, and that gets you started. It's giving you 10 funded accounts. It's a fork of mainnet. I'm trying to just use mainnet and Ethereum as much going forward with things now. And that gives you private keys, and don't worry, don't use those in real life. And yeah, it's gonna talk about how you could add a local network to MetaMask. So that's what I want to do right now. So let's do that. Because when you have a local setup, like you're running a chain locally, you have to add it to your wallet provider so that it could pick it up. And really, we want to kind of talk about a little bit about that. So you could run a local blockchain and then have it have a fork. So have it be basically mimicking another blockchain, like Ethereum, Optimism, Base, whatever chain. And that's powerful because you're able to do things that would make it seem as if you're on that chain, but you're not. You're running it fully locally. So that's just I think a cool thing that forks enable. So yeah, let's go ahead and add a custom network. All right, so it's going to ask me for the RPC URL, and that's going to be, okay, so it's complaining. Rabbit cannot verify. Okay. All right, let's work through this. Oh, do I have to say localhost? Okay, we'll figure this out. Any tips? No, you guys, what is it? Oh, it's just taking me back to that. Yeah, but trying to, have you added a local config to,
Yeah, I'm on it. To run it locally to verify it works the same way on Ubuntu as on your Mac. That's good to have a diversity of operating system. To show it's not only working on Mac.
yeah, right now it's not complaining, so let's see if we could. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. Rabbit cannot verify. Oh, yeah. Oh, did I already add it? Okay. Do I need to do anything else? Is that it? Am I good? Do I just, okay. And then connect wallet. It's giving me only wallet connect, which is, let's try refreshing. Let's see. And good old Next.js, taking forever to refresh.
Maybe look to detect because it was not connected first when you load the page, so it didn't detect the injected because I was not injecting the wallet, so it didn't detect it and didn't display it.
Yeah, and now it was taking forever to refresh.
That's now.
All right,
It's slow to load. Yeah, but when you are that's the problem with screen sharing also. Like when you add screen sharing resources, it slower than if you don't share your screen.
Well, while that's loading, we won't get bogged down in that. Just want to show off Anvil real quick. So this is the local Ethereum development node that you could use and run. And like I was just explaining how you could do a fork of mainnet and stuff of that nature. So yeah, this is and you can see the private keys are here. These are the same private keys we're using. And you could so you can kind of take a look at this. I'll drop this in the chat if anybody's interested. Let's see. It looks like it's still loading. Yeah, oof. All right, we got to figure out what's going on there. Because it wasn't taking that long before. All right, looks like it just finished. Maybe because it was local. I don't know. Okay, cool. I love this. This is great. Yes, we're getting some errors. So let's see. What's it saying here? Saying the contract function get cookie jar return no data. This could be due to any of the following. The contract does not have the function get cookie jars. The parameters passed to the contract function may be invalid, or the address is not a contract. Okay, so this looks like a VM error. And let's just I just want to look at a couple things to see where we're at. So we got network. Cool. So yeah, I guess let's just try to fix this error right now. Yeah.
The error is that you have not defined the contract address. It's full zero, so full zero cannot work.
So let's give Cursor its first issue to solve. Running into this error when attempting to load cookie jars. Can you help investigate and fix? Be concise. All right, so let's give it a chance. Let's see, should I anything else I should add to this, or let's just see what it does. Okay, I think let's go ahead. So let's go ahead and do some work now. And right now I'm just clicking around to seeing what we got here. What is this? This looks like a turbo pack. Okay, this is something related to like the development environment. Let's go to the home page and see if that, what that looks like. That will load. I don't know if anything's gonna load. This is I know I am clicking this, but it's not doing anything.
But the UI is sort of like it's using a subgraph, like to display the available jars, cookie jars, so it will not display them. Let's see. But
no, it's not. It's doing direct. I thought that's directly on the contract. I thought there's no subgraph.
I think the last one I've seen, it was using a subcode. That was the problem in the previous coding session with Austin Griffiths, is that querying the log of the contract, it's taking too much time and it's not reliable.
Okay, well,
and so that's why they switched to a subgraph to query the subgraph. Yeah.
Okay, that might be a big thing we gotta figure out. How's data being queried?
Cookie jar or fetch, on the front. Yeah, to get cookie jar.
All right, so let's see what it says. Yeah, because that could be because I'm like, why is this going so slow?
Yes, that's a big point in in the withdrew UX. And so in the end, the subgraph or SQD or NVO or all this blockchain indexing are indexing blockchain data into SQL blockchain most of the time. So you are doing the Web3 caching into a Web2 database. But it's just considered as a cache. So it's not that you write in this database directly on the DAP. Let me update the deployment file. Yeah.
Let's see. Sometimes they speak with a lot of confidence sometimes. So they're like, they fixed it.
Yeah, it's kind of challenging. That's where you see the expertise from my point. They come from the understanding the law, and not when everything works as expected. What should be resolved. But here you see what the modification it has done.
Yeah, let's see. Well, let's see what I don't know what's going on with you. Okay.
At least I've been ghosted as Koei, which is not back. Or is not back.
Well, now it's not. Now it has no issue loading, but now it's
it's still loading.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, you fixed all the issues because you disappeared them.
Yeah, that was the solution.
Exactly.
Let me try turning off I'm gonna turn off my video because that probably helped. Okay, let's see. Let me go look at my. So yeah, see, yeah, it claimed to fix something, and from what it looks like right now, it looks pretty crazy. All right, let me zoom out just a bit. Let me turn off this home. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what code changed. Let's see what's going on here. Well, it doesn't look like it changed any. Didn't change any. What's it called? Front end code that would be causing. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and restart the environment. Let's reload again. Send a request. Let's see. HTTP one. Oh man, now we're just getting into a whole slew of errors, but we'll get through them.
I think it's not. It has not stopped correctly the Anvil. Starting Anvil. No, started with
error sending. So let's see what's complaining about. We'll try one more time just to see if that was like a race condition potentially. Okay.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, that's like a race condition.
That was a permission issue.
Yeah, it seems like a potential race condition.
So validating plugin.
All right, start my server. Okay, server should be up and running again. Let's see what we get. Let's get darkness. What do we get? Cookies. All right, while that's loading, don't want to keep us there too long. Okay, close this page. And yeah, let's go. Let's first take a look at what it said here. Because yeah, we definitely want to get to fixing some issues as soon as possible. Okay, the front end uses two primary approach. The main approach, factory base, fetch all jars. The other option is registry based.
Yeah, but okay. That's what was used before this, or maybe they come back to it. That's the contract.
But I don't think there's any graph something that's indexed.
Or maybe the first one was is a factory. Individual jar queries. Usage in component jar page, profile page, registry. Yeah, because that's maybe I'm not up to date on. Because I've contributed the grid2 also deployment to have the same deployment address on every network to avoid having to configure a different address for every network on the front end. And this grid2 support has been contributed by Google Geo to show that it was easy to add. Sorry, he's back.
Man, this is really like slow loading. Like, is this how it was when you were developing with it?
Yeah, it was not like this before, but I guess they have updated it.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, it could be my computer. Also.
So that's why I need to try on mine to see if it's.
Yeah. Well, have you pulled down the branch and all that?
I've cloned. Yeah, but you have merged, so there is no branch. No, that's the main branch.
Yeah, but we're still getting this error. So it did not fix anything. It lied to us. Cannot trust AI. So let's figure this out. We're gonna figure this out, and then get to some fun things. So it said here the problem because called with zero address, like you said. Local contract addresses were only loaded server side. That's not true. Yeah, I'm on the client side by fetching.
So
Falls back gracefully.
well,
Get
I think you need to put it in the. There is no environment variable for the contract address.
Yo, Corey, can you mute yourself? I mean,
Yeah, this is what I was saying, man. I'm hearing this noise too. It's like if someone is hearing our call, like it is on our call, but we can see.
okay. Can you
I'm
mute
trying
yourself?
to find something I thought was just with me, so I was checking my firewall and like looking if the permissions and things like that, but I'm hearing like I was hearing someone screaming like if was someone in the street like oh selling something.
No.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. I didn't hear that, so I didn't hear that.
Can you hear now? Like there is a noise
No,
in the
I'm
background?
just hearing you typing. You were just typing. Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I
And
wasn't. I was muted. I was
no,
muted, and this is what I'm hearing.
I know the mute doesn't work all the time. Like that's what I'm trying to point out. Like when you join it's a bug. But now you're muted. So when you join the stream, you have to like unmute and mute to actually be muted. Because yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. But yeah, I don't hear anybody screaming, so I don't know what's going on there. Let's see, dynamic. So Bertrand, let me know if you have the code, if you're able to run it, and then we could have you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing the pnpm install now. I've configured the .env.local, as you have done. Now it's running pnpm install. And then we just have to do pnpm dev. But in the pnpm dev, it says no .env setup required. So
What's it saying?
like in the README, it says that there is no .env file or private key to configure.
There isn't.
It was supposed, but like with Wallet, if you use Wallet Connect.
Oh yeah, I just added that. Like
But in the like, if you look down in the README, there is development workflow, and where there is a testing workflow. Yeah, but it's to test the contract. There is test. Wow, there is test for frontend, test everything, and manual contract deployment. But it seems it's doing with dev. So yeah, the install is done, and I do the run dev like you have done. But it seems not so slow. Maybe I could even put my performance
it
now.
sounds slow for you.
Let's
Okay,
see.
so it's under my computer.
No, it say what contract? It say doesn't. I mean, should I change the branch? It's a dev branch.
It should be on dev branch. Yeah, it's a dev branch.
But there is some comment to do because it doesn't manage to compile. It's a fail to resolve file, no such file or directory. Check configure map remapping.
Oh, did you do forge install? It's probably missing that command.
I can show you because it's forge. Yeah, because I've not done any forge or Foundry install or Foundry, so I guess I should do also the Foundry part that is not documented yet. There. Contract development, yeah, change automatically triggers recompilation with Forge. redeployment and front end. Only start front end. Yeah, PNPM build.
Oh, here we go. So if I change to the,
Right.
because it's loading. Yeah. So let's see the solo one. Yeah. So these are all. Oh, so guys, so these are all the cookie jars. So clearly, what seems to be happening is that it hard coded the factory address, and we need to have it use our locally deployed factory on Anvil. But on other chains, you're going to see basically what these are the existing cookie jars. These are the cookie jars that exist. This is what it looks like. And this is great because we could do the fixes we want on the UI side with just this. Like we don't need to have the Anvil running. That's more for if we want to do some contract updates. So this is actually really, really awesome. We can now move forward and yeah, focus on some UI fixes. But also, Bertrand, is it working for you? I'd love to, we could.
Yeah, I've run PNPM build first. It's like the README look like a mess, I feel. But
Okay.
So before dev, between install and dev, you need to run build, PNPM build, and it will build both the contract and the front end. It look like AI generated README with so many things into it. So I found it in the available command. Yes, so it's when the front end is not connecting to local contract, you need to ensure not of equal development and check front end contract local deployment JSON exists. So it's even documented in README, the problem with the front end not connecting to local contract. Yeah. So this time is managed to build the contract, and now it's building the UI.
Yes.
And on your no, that was a failure. PNPM recursive first run first failed. Exiting the build. Wow. But after it was about pre-rendering page.
Yo, chat. Luis Nassau, do you guys hear that noise that Corey's talking about? Let's send a little message if you guys are hearing that.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. Me neither.
Negative. Okay.
But I disable my
microphone. I hear some dogs, someone typing, and I was hearing someone selling something on the street. But yeah, I don't know if this is an issue that you mentioned or another thing.
Well, I know Sophie, is that you, Sophie?
No, yeah. At first I thought it was me because there is a lot of noise in my street. But no, my mic has been off all the time.
But I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, because when Koi mentioned it the first time, there was like the gas guy screaming at this in my street, and I was like, oh no, but no.
Yeah, it was that.
It was that? Oh, but
yeah.
So maybe
I think it's the issue. Yeah, probably.
But I don't hear it. That's weird.
But my mic has been off all the time. I don't know how is that possible.
That's so weird. Yeah.
But
Talk Studio has a lot of bugs. It has a lot of bugs. So
sorry for being the ghost. The mystery is solved. No.
But I think it's just isolated to Koi because nobody else is hearing it. So like that is.
Well, maybe Koi and I are connected because we are from Latin America.
It's Okay. we'll
Yeah,
figure that
we are using the same wires.
All right, so where we're at right now with the vibe coding, we're chugging along. Like, we're gonna get to some seeing some things really change in real time. But right now we're kind of in it, like a little more nitty gritty. So right now the agent, there's an issue with fetching cookie jars on the local chain that we're running, because the addresses weren't being populated. So what we're updating here, having the agent do, is add in the build process, that build pipeline, having it copy that deployment file so that that address can be populated, and this should work. So hopefully it should work, and we'll see what happens. And I think this is a good kind of point on. It is really good to ask before having the. Sometimes you can get the agent just to go and it gets it right, but having it, investigate, deep dive, and then you look over it and like have it contextualized, typically tends to work pretty well than just having the agent just giving it a prompt and saying go fix. Yeah, this something we just learned now. Like yeah, that's a good way to approach it. And our querying data infrastructure, there's no indexer, so we're great. We should be good once we get this sorted, fetching all the data. So we're just gonna let this finish running, and then we should hopefully have some fixes. And Bertrand, how's update on your end? How's
Yeah, it's complaining about a missing environment variable. That's when I try just to run npm dev, it's saying environment variable sepolia etherscan key not found. And I've not seen it anywhere. I could define it, but you have not defined it in your .off.local.
No, yeah.
Maybe you have defined it somewhere else, but
and you have this is the code. You have the vibe coding. This is the branch. It's the vibe branch.
Yeah, man. The dev branch. It's a dev. In the default branch, so the dev branch where you merge and have the clone after you merge. So the last commit I see on my clone is your merge of today. Like a merge pull request one from and
Okay.
feature and your feedback. So
we'll have you share. I'll have you share your screen in a little bit, and we'll.
Yeah, no worries. It works better on yours, so.
Okay. So all right, so we got the cookie jars here. Let's start. We're gonna start making some fixes, so you guys can see some real time UI updates after this. Wait for this last agent prompt to finish. Come on, speed it up. Wasting my time.
Okay. So what you try to do?
It's. I just wanted to add to the build step to like copy the deployment addresses so that like it's populated.
But it's supposed to be automatic already.
Well, clearly it doesn't seem like it is because let's think. Or there's some issue.
If you look at the README, it was telling something about this.
Maybe this wasn't populating in that, right? Okay. I'll just have this finish, and then we'll see.
I don't know, there was already mechanism in place. Let's see. File exists, automation solution implemented. How it works.
Manual deployed.
Fix the current issue.
Yeah, let's see what you actually did. Dev local, dev start. How many new files are copy deployment? I don't like when they have new scripts. All right, but let's just go ahead and I'll give it a shot. See how.
Okay.
All right. I'm not even sure. Did it run? Okay. So we're starting the environment. I knew that happened. Okay, so let's. Okay, gotta wait for it to start up the. This seems to be going like slower with each time. Oh, wow. Okay, now it's doing okay because it's doing the extra work, generating the front. Okay, it wasn't doing this before. I feel like. Yeah, it wasn't doing that generate. Oof, what we got? What did it say? What does it say? What the error happened? Development. That's a.
So it doesn't deploy automatically anymore with your supposed fix.
What happened?
Like, it doesn't deploy automatically anymore. No.
Are you asking? I don't know. I don't think it does.
I mean, that's what I've seen. It was generating an error at the end.
Well, now it's failing with this error, and it's not even saying anything, which is annoying.
Yeah.
First.
I disable my mic.
Yeah. All right, let's just have. Okay, I'm gonna say. All right, this is getting this error when running the.
I think it's because you need build before running dev. Like if you change, that was explained in cannot execute, so permission issue again with a script file.
My dad's trying to get into the call. I'm gonna send him a link to the.
And so my issue was because there is packages, like two different packages, one for front-end, one for contract. So the .env has to be put into the directory and not at the root directory of the repo.
You had it in the root?
Yeah, I'm testing again.
Yeah, I think it should be in the front end. I think that's the only one that needs it. My dad wants to join the stream, so I'm sending him a link. Oh crap, that was weird. Okay, let's see. Is it still running into issue? Okay, let's just. Oh my god. Come on. I feel like once we get past this, I think we're smooth sailing for, where we're at time. We're that's the first hour done. Still got 2 hours. So hopefully in the next 10, 15 minutes, we could really get into the feature development, and the last hour and a half will be smooth sailing. I think we will. I feel pretty good.
I mean, I've managed to start. My development environment is ready, he says, but let's see if I have the same errors in you about the front end not connecting to the
Yeah, try looking at
production.
look at the Anvil chain and then look at the like base and solo. And then I could push up once I get the fixes for.
Yeah,
the
but
local.
it's also slow to.
It's slow too? Okay.
I mean, to load the page, maybe because we don't see the compilation also process in the terminal.
Yeah. So guys, what's
Because
happening right
usually-
now? Go ahead, Bertrand.
Yeah, no, that's now it's. I mean, what it's not big. It's because when we run this, we need to look maybe what is running by this in PNPM dev, because it's running in parallel both Anvil, so for the local blockchain, and the contract. Here, if you just want to test on the public testnet and not on Anvil, instead of running run dev, maybe we should run only the front end. So there is a possibility for individual service. If you want to run only start front end, you just run PNPM dev to point front end.
Yeah.
And this way you will see more debug on the front end side.
Yeah.
It has started the front end, but like not much into it with like empty. It doesn't even propose a wallet connect wallet or so. No, just and the chair creation.
All right, let's see what it's saying. Let's see.
Yeah, so running only the
Yes,
front end.
okay. The port's being used because I'm using the port. I think we're almost there, and then we'll just give it some time to finish. And then Bertrand, it'd be great. If you could just maybe if you're down to share your screen and vibe code on like that's the front end changes we need to make, because we don't need to run any of the full dev environment. We could just run the
because depending on what we want, I think it's easier to start with front end. That's where I started with Corey, to show Corey or to do his first commit, as he explained. If it's easier to do a commit on the front end text, for example, when you want to change a word on the front end, and instead of all the connections between the front end, the contract, and the local blockchain, deploying and all of this. So
can you go ahead and share your screen and we could
and
then
can you guys help me with something? I'm not being able to commit because I'm having a problem with GPG keys even after disabling. I don't know. I'm using GitHub CLI.
But that's not a blocker though. We could solve that after the session, as long as you're able to just you're able to commit locally.
Yeah, I created my branch and the commits are created, but I cannot commit it and create. I can publish the branch.
Okay, we can fix that.
It's configured. I think it's me who configure your Git to try to sign by default. And if he cannot sign, he can't commit. But you can modify that in the Git config. So here, if you run only this PNPM, but we are not seeing my screen yet.
We are. It's on the. It's just infinite.
Okay. Infinite. Sorry. So because I need to change that. Sorry. Yeah. So that's easier. So what I was talking is this PNPM dev frontend to run only start the frontend, and when you do that here, Greenpill dev front-end, it run next dev. And then you see all the debug line, all the, when you query URL, it will show how many seconds it spent to compile this URL. And you see some, if there is some error, you will see the error appearing. So, and you see every request, HTTP request that is done. And here I say wallet core is already initialized. And was called, here it was called 3 times. So if I go there, now I have this. So let's maybe retry to start it. Yeah, finally.
Nice.
So now that we have the local setup of the front end, what you would like to do?
Yeah, so we got a list of issues. So let's do you have the image? I'll send it to you. I'll send it
Yeah.
on Telegram.
Okay. Maybe then I should, no, because I will configure everything. So maybe I will just move the Telegram here.
All right, here it is.
And
So that's essentially the matrix image that has the issues we could focus on.
yeah, the one you shared before. Okay. And so which one? Which one you have a preference on
Let's
any
start from the
smaller
front.
one?
We start with the allow list. Yeah, change it whitelist to allow list. Yes.
Should be. But this is in front end.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it's back end too, but we could just focus on the front end. Yeah, front end facing side. Yeah, we could fix the back end later.
Okay. So let me start.
You want to and this is nice because we get to see the tools that Bertrand uses. You get to see it that there's a different sets of tools you can use.
So where you see change whitelist to allow list. Okay, this one. Okay, so but yeah, because here when you create a jar, so first I need to connect a wallet. So here I have my Buyer wallet.
Yeah, I was working on this one and I did the changes, but I can't commit.
Oh, so you did it? Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I was doing this too, but I couldn't finish.
Okay, that's if
you
he's
want-
done it, then let's just have Coy. You just want to? Can you share your screen?
Yeah, maybe I think that would be even easier that he share his screen and I can help on that.
Yeah, and then Bertrand, you could do some other ones on that.
And so, where I stop sharing the screen? In my screen. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, so now Corey's going to get a share screen and show us what he's been vibe coding.
I mean, here just a simple change.
Mm-hmm. Let me get my camera on just know that guys we're still here. What's up, everybody? Happy you guys are still staying on. I know that this is definitely more of like a work session type of call. Like, so it's gonna have some like lulls and stuff, but hopefully you guys are staying engaged and feeling like you're learning something. While Corey's getting his stream set up. Okay, his stream's live now. Cool. There you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nice. So yeah, this is what I was facing. But I think he's focusing on the not facing, user-facing stuff. You know, like she's talking about Java, the constants and variables. So I think I need to discard this because I don't want to do these changes. The task again. I want to focus on only on the changes for the user facing. Yeah, it's pretty quick because it's just a. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I was doing. All UI instance whitelisted and whitelisted to not whitelist, and to allow listed and not allow listed. I will not change variable names, comments, or backend logic. Okay, this is what I want. So here we can see what he did. I'm worried that this type of change, like if there is a call that uses these strings too, like when we, I don't know how it works exactly, but yeah, I hope
You could ask. You
it
could
works.
ask it. Ask the AI. Say like I have this concern. Just
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he got my concern, but he identified another places where we could change the allow list to allow list.
But what do you want to change more exactly, more precisely? You want to change the front-end display? Because here, when you change it say it doesn't change variable, but he is changing variable is changed. So, like, could you show us what where do you want to, like in the app?
Yeah.
In the UI, which text do you want to change?
Yeah, basically when we, I will not be able to connect on this one. Let me do it here. Yeah. And here we can see that here we see whitelisted. So we want to check. We can do this, right?
Yes, with the in text you can.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah. But yeah, but you can.
The element, you just close that. It's showing you the code. It's
Yeah, you have the style and everything. But
yeah,
it was just to show the text. So this part whitelisted, but this is SVG. So no, that's after the whitelisted is not, I think.
Oh, so
And then
where should we?
what I would do is just search and replace, but that was before generative. Like you don't need to. But yeah, you
So
find it was doing correctly with span class name, and so whitelist instead of allow list. This one, the beginning is correct, but then, but not the end of the line. I think if you come
do you
back
think
to
this changes here? Do you think this changes here that I'm showing?
yeah, so yeah, that's this one is correct also. Yeah, this one, but yeah, both. And but look at the end of the line also. That's because sometimes there is, yeah, this one you should, yeah, because it's only text. As long as it's text within quote or this one also, whitelisted and auto listed, that's where that's what you have seen in the UI. So you can also, yeah, also. That's why then you should review, it's easier. But then on this one, you should not change this config.access type because here it will break.
Yeah.
It looks like a quote, but it's a quote compared to a variable. So this one, you should not change it because if you change it, it will break everything. The same here.
Yeah, this is what I was. This was my concern because of this config. Yeah.
I mean, on the comments, you can apply it. But as you post, no, don't apply it here because it's use the two line. It modifies the two line in the same block.
So I can change here.
Yeah, but the first line is a comment and the other is a quote. But it's a quote, it's a string that is compared to a variable. So the same, you should not, you should discard and undo this change.
Okay, so I think we have.
And look at what has changed. But you don't need to commit if you run it locally. But here you don't run it locally. That's what you. But in github.dev, you don't have any. Okay.
So I first need to clone the repo probably, and then I need to open the GitHub dev. Because I don't have permission to publish on the main.
Test list you will change. But you first try to publish the branch, like with the cloud, with you see the cloud icon just at the right. Click on it.
Sorry, cloud.
At the bottom, you see the 346. Like, you see the name of the branch.
Yeah, here.
And then there is at the right, there is a cloud with an arrow. And you click on it, that will publish. It says that you don't have because you are not using the good repository. You are using cookie-jar DAO repository and not Greenpill repository.
I sent you the URL.
That's right. So you can close these code spaces and run it from. But you should have closed the code space because it's still running in the background. In the background in the cloud. But you could do it later. It will automatically close if you don't use it. And here it shows that you don't need even more than a web browser to start contributing because you can you can do a code space. Yeah, and you can delete. Thanks, Corey. And now you can, undev. So even if you don't have Node.js installed on your computer, and you have a Copilot, a GitHub Copilot even there, and you could even use agent. You can have the agent started automatically from an issue.
So what is the first step here? Like I want to
Yeah. It depends. If you want
we're just
to challenge, go ahead, Afro.
Yeah, let's just focus on the front end. So you're gonna need to.
But I need to create my branch, right? I need to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you will be much faster with, for this simple thing, you will be much faster with Google Jules and so GitHub code space. But...
And you need this. I sent the secrets in the private chat. They should still be there. So.
No, but it don't first. It doesn't need to run yet the front end.
Okay.
Because it could push the branch and someone else can run the branch also.
Well, it'd be nice he could show like on his screen like the updates happening.
Okay.
With the Amber wallet. So somebody in the chat, Alwyn, was asking around Amber wallet. What's the background? So yeah, Bertrand, yeah, can you
But
share some more?
don't understand the question about what's the background of.
He's saying I haven't used Amber wallet before. What's the background?
But because I've switched to from MetaMask to Your Wallet, because Your Wallet will have some EFP, like automatic ENS integration. And when you will create an account, it will automatically provide you a subname, an ENS subname for every account created. So,
Oh, nice.
and I wanted to try something else than MetaMask. All the main wallet, Cart, MetaMask, Rabi, Frame, and all of this. So I was recommended on Buyer by EFP is Ethereum Follow Protocol, which is funded by ENS grant. And so I like the idea of when you create a wallet. Well, when you create an account in a wallet, you should be provided a subname for this wallet, a bit like the ENS feature we discussed. We should not rely anymore on hexadecimal address to communicate between humans. Like for example, on the website, like when you visit a website, you don't ask for the IP address of the website. And even now, with search having the address bar being a search bar, not many people even remember DNS name. They just do a search and rely on the search result to find the correct address. So yeah, I wanted to try a wallet which provide automatically a name to every wallet created there. That's why I try Amber wallet.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look because I didn't know they had that. That's cool.
And it's already provided in other kind of blockchain, like on Cosmos, on Aptos. And so now I try to focus more on the identity and reputation part to be able to help people to get a name on chain without having to spend anything on the transaction cost, because could be sponsored on L2. Like what also is prepared for DevConnect, or some other name provider does it. Wow. So I feel it's
Okay.
for me it looked like more over engineering, where you we try to use a hammer just to replace the two words.
Well, it's a good learning experience.
Like he's not finding the things, he's changing. Yeah, I don't know why something happened. He just identified one change on this repo.
Well, what agent are you using?
GPT-41.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not one of the better ones for coding.
Okay.
My favorite is Sonnet. Sonnet's, I think, the best one.
Yeah, but it's 3.5 because it's
Oh,
the
that's
one
2.5?
by GitHub, because it's in GitHub code space in
I see. Yeah.
GitHub agent. So,
Yeah, you're getting like the. I'm not trying to. I don't want to be mean, but yeah, the less smart agents, I guess you could say.
but I mean, if it's just a research text, you have a research text in your text editor. You don't need any generative AI to search for text. Because to like maybe for the background, for the context, generative AI is based on statistics. So like and search is not based on statistics, it's based on the pattern. So a search will always be safer than generative AI. Yeah, but you need to search only in front end. So
How can I do that?
On front end. You right click on front end and you select search in this folder.
Search.
Find in folder. Yeah. And here you search right list.
Just put white because oh yeah, white listed. Okay, you can put white list. Yeah, white list. That's what.
But this is but you need the quote, I think, because it's always not all, you can start with what is into quote, so white listed. So if you come back to the UI, you will see some white listed text, and yeah. So here you copy this text and you paste it in the search. No, and so here you can. But then that's where you need to be careful about which one to replace and which one to not replace. And so you could start with clicking on the option in the search to only search for food word with AB, and also to match the case. So select the two options from the left part. No, not here. At preserve case. There is a new option in preserve case also. But at the top, also, I'll just in whitelist here, this one match case and this one match wood one. So select both. Yeah, and here you see that this one looks so this one should not be changed because you can't. The first one should not be changed, but the second, yeah. So dismiss the first and then replace the.
Oh, I totally forgot. Everybody, we got the poll app. So let me share that in the chat. So yeah, we got the POAP available. The secret code is, I'm gonna share it in the chat. POAP secret code. I totally forgot about that. But if you're still here with us, please claim your POAP. It's green cookies. Green cookies. That's the code. That's the code.
Yeah, here I cannot change this, right? The value.
Why can't you change it? Let me see.
This one, select item, he's asking for a value and it is a string. So this is an example of what I cannot change, I guess.
Mm.
And this is how it shows in the UI with big letters, with a big letter. So I think I need to change this one.
You change both of them, or the value. Okay, that's the value because, well, yeah. Let's change the type. Let's change the name right now. Don't worry about that. And then after you do this, let's pass it back to Bertrand to work on some of the other ones. And then I'm still getting the full environment set up so that we could do contract work to close out the last hour. So, yeah, we'll get there. But make sure you go bring your POAP. It's green cookies. It should be, the window should be open now. So go get your POAP. Anybody that's still on the call, which I appreciate everybody that's still here. Appreciate you guys staying and jamming with us.
Yeah, shout out to Nansel for the today's POAP design.
Oh yeah. We got cookies being sent. I think it works. Okay, because I was looking at it right now and I was like, it's not moving. But then if you open it, it definitely is a GIF.
Yeah. I think I still need to learn how to interpret, like to be able to not broke anything, but I will get there.
What? For green. With dash it's cookie. Okay. Yeah, but yes, that's.
Do you want to do it? Go ahead. You can finish. I think this is worth as an exploration for me.
Okay. Yeah. So I will share my screen.
Yep. And then, yeah, and once I get this all sorted on my end, then we could do some of the contract updates.
So, that's really jamming. Up, yeah, and I need to up and change again there. Okay, so here you see the front end is still running. And yeah, I've not even started code editor. So here you say code. I could even start windsurf that I've not started for a long time, but because GitHub Codespace start also VS Code, but in the web mode. So yeah, I want a branch. So I want in front end. But so we still try the whitelist or?
No. Let's do something a little more, the ENS. So if you look at I think there's one about resolving ENS addresses. Yeah, let's do that one. I think that's a
Okay.
nice one.
Yeah, that would be more or less. So, but so instead of that, I could show also in Google Joule how to do it instead of just doing manually. To show you the example of because it has been ready in GitHub
Yeah.
here.
Well, let's show the viewers on the stream what like it looks like right now. And there's an issue for it.
Don't like I was looking at to show you how it works for yeah. And so that's a prompt. I put it in Google Joule, so just like this. Update contract script deploy to deploy the script to salt dev guild instead of default script method. And he has done the two commits needed, and even he has done. There was also the Gemini review on GitHub that has created this propose the second commit. So here the idea would be that when you explore jar, if it works. But I can even do it first. Yeah, but it should work here. No. Yeah, jars. Okay. But connect wallet again. On buyer. Yeah. Even detecting all the different wallet. Switch to supported network. So here which one? Okay. So here's the local, and if we look, for example, at cookie jar builder, here it's a currency. No, it doesn't. Open the journal. Yeah, the thing it's compiling. It's better to look because it says that it's compiling on the spot because we are running in dev mode. So that's why it takes time. The first time you compile a route that you have not visited yet. And we see there is a problem. Like here, and if we look at there, like wallet, hello, and explore, open, because so here the idea is that the recipient, I think that could be there. It was also when you create the cookie jar, because in the here with the pass withdrawal, the recipient is always an address and not a name.
Mm-hmm.
But also about the whitelist, when you do a whitelist. So if I create the jar on Hop, c'est Polia. Okay, c'est Polia, for example. Here, I mean, it would be easier to start with this. Here's the jar owner address. It only proposes to input an hexadecimal address, but we can leave it empty to use the connected address. But if we then yeah, yeah. Yeah. Here we have also here the whitelist keyword, which is only access type. And here that's the option of yeah, but I think we will it's when you add someone to the whitelist later. Let's see.
I think there's a couple things, right? There's the reading of addresses, and then there's being able to enter ENS addresses, right?
Yeah, but I don't remember where we add because I think in the whitelist, maybe in the new version we don't. Because you create first in whitelist and it's in an existing cookie jar, you can add to whitelist. So for example, here, I don't know if I have on Sepolia, but a first thing could be there to have the ENS.
Well, let's get started because the whole point of vibe coding is people can feel a sense of things happening. So let's get the prompt going and see what it could do.
Then let's see if it's. So if I do quit here. Okay, term and condition. Okay, with some message, sign, well, and plus, I think because of the compiling not found, okay, create. Yeah. But because this one is the official one, and this one is the one we have at Greenpill. So that's different version. And so if I close this one, here I put jar name. So here I have the same. So jar owner address.
Bertrand, can we start? Can we start with prompting? Can we start prompting the?
Okay, and so in the jar owner address, try to. Well, okay. Let's see if. Yeah, it was. So it's different with the task. And so here I will select. Yeah. But so let's see. Greenpill, their guild. Maybe I can copy the here. Cookie jar. Up, 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 up. Okay. And we want to base on the dev branch. And so what we would like to work on is to when I'm creating when creating a jar. Fine. In the jar creating form, add ENS resolution. We want to be able to add here an ENS and not just an address. You agree? Okay, let's see what it's in the jar creating form. And
We're on the last hour of our vibe coding.
yeah,
I appreciate everybody. Yeah, this is our first session, so definitely, we're gonna like improve it and running into issues. But this is what coding's like, and hopefully this last hour we could get some things built. So yeah, let's just focus on getting these agents doing some of these tasks. I'm still trying to get this end-to-end flow going, so that's what we focus on. But yeah.
Okay, maybe also this. I feel it's the more context you provide, the better will be the reply also. That's why I try to take more time also to have a prompt that is precise enough. Basic information for creating add an address. So the first part is that he will create a plan, and to be able to create a plan, first he will.
Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in a bit?
Yeah, of course. So it's booting up a VM in the more.
I still can't read that.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple more. There's plenty of white space. Yeah, a couple more. More. Thank you. Yeah, that.
So first, it's booting a VM in Google Cloud, and then from this VM, it will clone. Yeah, it's cloning the repository from the branch. Then it will do some analysis, like it will read on the page. So here it automatically found the page into the create part of the app. And it will propose a plan. And then we'll have some limited time to review the plan. Yeah, and so it's auto-approved, but we can stop the auto-approve. And then it says, he has searched for relevant information, so VM resolve ENS name. So what he proposed is to have 3 steps. So it will modify front-end app create page TSX to handle ENS name in the jar order address field. Then it will verify the change, and then it will submit the change. And here we have the detail. So update the jar owner address state to accept a string instead of 0x string, because for now we accept only a string that starts by 0x. Create a new state variable, resolve jar owner address to store the resolve address for ENS name. create a new state variable ENS resolution status to track the status of the ENS resolution. If it's idle, loading, success, or error. And update the on-chain handler for the journal address input to set the journal address state. Yeah. Create a debounce function to resolve the ENS name to an address using the get ENS address from Vim. This is the most important part, is that you're in the Vim library that we use already, we can call the get ENS address to resolve the enter string to an hexadecimal address. This will prevent excessive API call while the user is typing. So yeah, to not try to resolve every line, the resolve address will be stored in resolve, and the status in resolve status. Update the validation logic to check if the input is a valid address or valid ES name. This name, it should check if the name resolves to an address. Update the confirm submit function to use the resolve when creating the cookie jar. So it will still create the cookie jar with the address and not the ENS name. Because on the smart contract part, it expects an address and not an ENS name. And then it will add a visual indicator to show the user that the ENS name is being resolved and whether it was successful. What do you think about the plan?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Does it sound something understandable or not? And not too big or not too long, but precise enough still, I feel.
Do we know what package it's going to use for the, like, how's it going to resolve the ENS names? Like, do you have a package in mind?
The Vim. Yeah, the Vim.
Okay.
That's where I got from the documentation here. Starting from Vim resolve ENS name.
Nice. Okay.
And it will even call the function get ENS address from Vim, but he will call it in a smart way to not try to resolve every time character is entered in the text field.
Oh, the bounce.
And it will also, and then it will verify the change. So I will run the application locally to test the changes. I will test with a valid address, a valid NES name, an invalid address, and an invalid NES name. I would be surprised to see that, but let's see. And then submit the changes. When I'm confident that the changes are working as expected, I will submit the code for review. So let's go. Do we approve the plan?
Yes.
So you see, it's more directed. It's much more directed than, but as he's working in a asynchronous way, you don't see all the. It's not like your cursor, local IDE or the GitHub Copilot. Is doing everything on the VM, and then you, when you're confident about code, it will. But like I think here it's still many parts added, so it will can take some time. As you said that.
Yeah, I think cursor. Yeah, first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, cursor. Yeah, like it gives you. Yeah, it's not as structured and stuff. You can set it up that way. You could create like your rules and all these things, but it's a lot more tedious. And I do appreciate Jules, especially if you're just getting into it, to like have this conversation, form a plan. I think it's a better approach than just giving somebody a cursor and saying, "Hey, just go," just go code. So
at least it works for small. I think it would work better with the whitelisted part first, but let's see. I've modified. So now it's I've modified frontend to handle ES name in the journal address field. This includes updating state, adding debounce ENS resolution, updating validation logic, adjusting the UI to reflect the resolution status. And now it says verify the change. I will run, I know it's already verifying the change, but it shows what, and then we can review what he has updated. So maybe if I could remove that. No. Here. Okay, I can hide that. And so here you have the display part that you can review the code change. But here, as the instruction is not correct. No, because you do see different end. Yeah, maybe you will not be able to run the. No,
The
I
front
think
end.
it was able to run.
Can Jules take environment variables?
Maybe if we. I have not even tried because I didn't. But here it's more that is not able to do CD front end because there is no such file or directory. I think it's confused by by the npm install. Then during the dev, but then you see it's front end devlog, but I think that's already let's see there with page TSX. And so user count. So what he has added here? He has added the normalize from Vim ENS. And but here I don't see. Use public client, I think. No? Maybe it doesn't. Usually it should move here. But so here in the state, he has added the resolve owner address, ENS resolution status, and then here in the use effect, if address, instead of just set jar owner address, he has put the cell resolve jar address and set ENS resolution status at success. Yeah, I put all of that. Yeah, because the thing is that ENS by default is only on Ethereum mainnet, so you need the public client to always query on Ethereum mainnet and not on the connected chain. So that's why it's not also a public client. But yeah, you see there is a lot of not so much code added, but and here that the debunks to wait for 500 milliseconds between the querying, and then it check. So here it check if it's the jar owner address and with.is. So if it's just n with is, it will try to resolve the ENS name. Else, if his address of jar owner address, it will set the resolve and set ENS resolve status success. I think, as Corey said, I feel like to read the code to see if I understand what it does or not, and that's why I like in the review. It's because if you don't take the time to review, then you don't know if there is some hallucination or not. Then it's and in else it's okay. Resolve Then here in the update, in the argument, when we create the cookie jar with feed, instead of using jar owner address, we use resolve jar owner address. And again, the RIX, verify it start with the RIX. Then here, the same, resolve the jar owner address instead of jar owner address. Then set jar owner address to address R empty. Set resolve, that's a kind of initialization or reset of the form. And here we validate owner address, if not the connected address. And that's where we do the ENS resolution also. Yeah, I will maybe not go through all, but here, that's where also it updated the placeholder, saying 0x or your name that is. In the value and then change. Instead of just doing set jar owner address, checking the value here, it just calls set jar owner address because he updated this function. Then we have the ENS resolution status here. Yeah, I think that's not so. What you feel, Afo? I feel.
Yeah, it's not too much. It didn't do too much.
It makes sense to me. It's most of, at least most of it. I mean, I have not checked in every detail, but it looked like not so hallucinated because it's always doing ENS calls and checking it end with .is. So let's see.
That is the thing, though, because can't you have not this .eth now? Technically, I know some people have.
Yeah, it could. I mean, that's a basic version first, and then. But yeah, it will be more complicated. For example, now with the DNSSEC Oracle, you can, for example, my Douglas.name, I was able to claim it on ENS, and now even there is even easier that you can get free off-chain resolving of ENS on the DNS domain. So if you have configured something like Bertrand.Douglas.name, you could configure it to become an ENS freely.
Nice.
So because you can configure, it's because you can configure your DNS to have some text record, TXT record, that explain that this domain or subdomain should be resolved by using this ENS resolver. And so here, what is the publish? Yeah, here we can publish the code. So even without having it tested. And now we can even publish. Wow, publish PR.
Oh, you can do that
Publish
before?
branch and generate a PR.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, can we? Well, it'll be good to run it locally so we can see.
Branch name or commit message. Is empty. Okay. Yeah, for now. Yeah, locally. And so the dev server is running. Please navigate to and test the following scenario. Yeah, but I could not. Yeah, it cannot really test. So he was not able to test it. Yeah, with the same CD front end that is not. But I think I should be able to run it. So please. So that to help me. To make me able to test. Please create a branch. Please create a branch and commit. And commit your modification, your change to it. Let's create a branch. Commit and let's go. Let's see. But usually it works. Oh yeah, and here it's maybe we should have said in the plan to not test it. So
Oh, what did it do?
because you still want to test the change, to verify the change.
Oh.
But what I could do is I can just copy this. I can copy this file, or I can even download it and then put it in my. Yeah, no, good. It worked. It's ready for review. Fit,
Nice.
so for feature, fit, ENS support. And here we have even the PR. Fit, add ENS support for jar address. Is commit add support for using ENS in the jar field when creating a new cookie jar. Change includes update the jar owner address state to implemented the debugs using vim get ENS address. Added UI feedback to show. Updated the form validation to correctly handle ENS name and modify the submission logic to use the resolve address. And so yeah, it took it 6 minutes. So not so quick, but for someone that don't know how to do it, I think that. And so instead of just publishing a branch, now you can even publish a branch and generate PR. Let's see. At least I feel it's more effective than what we have seen so far.
Well, kind of, but we need to see it functioning.
Yeah, we need to see it working. That's
like, I don't know.
I mean, I'm more confident that it will work. Let's see. But it seems it didn't manage to publish the PR. Request. Yeah, well, that's certainly so the event publishing the pull request didn't work. Let's see, just starting the branch. Because I had the problem before also of publishing PR didn't work for me. No, maybe because of the authenticated and it's not as fast as it's not for Vibe workflow. It's more like doing something asynchronously and let it. Right. Yeah, so it cannot. It seems there is some GitHub connection issue to write. So I will do it manually. Let's go. So here I have. So I will create manually this branch.
I was able to create a cookie jar on local on the Anvil
So I can
But now I need it to render.
new branch. Up. So I created the branch. And then it seems ghosted live coding. That's more here for the. Here I need to front end. No, because I should not need all these changes, but that was created. That could be in Yard also. I think this should be in Yard automatically because it's log. And I don't even need the front end there. Log, seed data, local deployment, okay, so discount all change. And then that will be the commit message. Okay, publish brand. Up.
I feel like we're gonna do another one. The third one's gonna be the best one because, like,
and I'm not allowed to push to Greenpill Dev Guild cookie jar.
Ready? Okay.
We are combining every error possible here.
All right, let's this.
That was the error in Google View. That's why he wasn't able to.
Yeah, let's see. Contributors, read, maintain. Okay, I'll just add. Bertrand, I'll just add you directly.
So should I create a fork? Or?
Oh no, don't do that.
Okay,
can you try it now?
So let's retry from. I mean, it will be easier to try first. Yeah. Maybe it should be quick to do. I mean, let's do trust branch.
Yeah, but isn't that gonna be Jules making the branch?
No, it's because I'm connected with my GitHub account.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. But
well, it's taking a while, so that's typically it.
Yeah, so I think it's not a good. I just wait for it to fail and then. I know.
No, I think it worked. No, that's what I was gonna say because it's taking longer. I think it's working.
Yeah. So now I can use a branch. I can even generate the PR.
Nice.
But since I can use a branch, I can test it. So now I need to switch back to my dev branch here. Here to remove up. Here. And I will. I think. Let's stop it after. And git branch fit. Okay. And now, I should be able to synchronize changes. Here, I should be able to find ENS. No. Which I'm on Greenpill Dev Guild. I should be able to.
What does it say?
Yeah, nice. I mean, I just needed to do the fetch. It didn't find them. Now it finds a branch. Up, up, up. Okay, so here you see the commit of Google LabVIEW bot. Okay, so now I need to test this branch. Get status. Okay, yeah, 32. And then I need just to run the front end. Do I need to do, no, there is no, it didn't change any package.
No, I think
Because
so.
you did that. So I just need to run the front end again. And it's ready. Okay. So open. But then, yeah, we can see, I don't know. Yeah, it's compiling. You see it compiling the slash because it's in dev
Yeah.
mode.
We got to get that figured out, how we can make that faster.
And that's how it works in dev mode. It's hot compiling.
Yeah, like it's crazy. When I was coding 5 years ago, even with Webpack, it was so much faster to do things. And I just noticed now it's gone so bad.
And you see here, it's still got this empty page.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of
still
empty
loading.
page. No, because here it seems it's not, it's compiled. It took 1 second, but here it took 7 seconds just to,
Yeah, no.
and here also. So, but maybe because, and here even 22 seconds. So I think there is some issue inside. But if I go to create, then it compiles the create. Yeah, okay. Well, it, we got some also some around the use callback is not defined.
What was that? Use callback?
Yeah.
Use callback. Import.
Okay, so get the same one issue. Use callback. Okay. Run server. Yeah, so it's not. Okay. Use callback is not defined.
Oh, what model did you use? Was that Gemini?
Which model?
Was that Gemini? That
Yeah, Gemini dot like the latest Gemini Pro 2.5 when testing. So it doesn't. I got run testing.
we got 3 people still with us on the stream. Shout out to you 3 that are still here.
Really?
Yeah.
Very patient person.
Oh, they just left.
Maybe maybe the stream is running, but nobody watching behind it.
Now it's at 2. I should have said anything.
Like when you run TV and you don't watch it.
Yeah.
When you run radio, when testing to create a jar.
But it's funny, like I'm just so in the mode to code now, and I want to get some of these things. Like I'm gonna continue working. I'm the rest of the day.
Yeah. I have to. My dinner is waiting for me, but
Mhm.
let's see.
Well, I'm
So
getting a
let's
lot
see
done
what
right
you-
now. Yeah, I'm getting a lot done. Because it's gonna be nice going forward. Like it's gonna be like a where when I first pulled down the repo, like trying to do end-to-end development with the contracts, like it's not that nice. Like you'd have to deploy the test. Like it's too tedious. So now this would enable quick iteration, especially because it's not using a bunch of other contracts. You know, it's only using Open Zeppelin. So like you could definitely easily run that locally.
But I feel surprised that it says that use callback doesn't ready for use commit fix reference error code by missing use callback import. Missing use callback import in the page.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So yeah, it could have been easy to fix on the locally, but let's publish branch. Okay. So here it added the import. Yeah, from React. Yeah, I could have figured out. And then I will pull. Yeah, it's sometimes I think it's more frustrating all this when it's okay. So here, if I just even and now I should be able to just do git pull. Yeah, pulled, and now fast refresh, get quit, and voila. But
Nice.
I think it doesn't show the. No, it doesn't show the. Yeah, it should show the .is now. Because here it was jar owner address. And it should say, no, like here, it should say, no, it was. What? I know, but yeah, it's because it changed. Yeah. I think I've seen that before in the. Like, if I check that, leave empty to use. Yeah. So one. Where is it? Is this something? Leave empty. Okay. Let's see if it's because here I don't see any. So do.
Oh, Alan's still here. What's up? Love you. Appreciate you, Alan.
Yeah, it loves the Git. Maybe it has not started the. Let's see.
Well, how about the other side? The side of looking at cookie jars and it resolving like the allow list with the ENS. Did it do that?
Yeah, I mean that's because I think it'd be easier to. Okay. Because what is strange here is that he didn't. I mean, let's see first. Here, search .is. But just in the front end, and it was in create app, create page, because just modify one file, so should not be also so complicated. And here is address, yeah. We can retry with yeah, and with yes, and so if leave it empty to use your wallet address.
I feel like, but like, and I think this is honestly, I'm not surprised. Like we're running, like this session is like, because I feel like with vibe coding, over the past, like kind of the moment where we're at, the tools are powerful, and they just feel like they're just not quite there yet in being able to be, getting these things correct like they should be, like that you expect. That just creates like a level of frustration that
Yeah.
that honestly makes it worse than just coding than how we used to code back in the day, because it's like but I feel like we'll get past that. Like this is gonna keep improving. It's gonna get better. But yeah, like right now, like I got some wins. Like I got the local environment like working, it's resolving, but then now I'm trying to use Create too. Like, yeah, so it's a fun experience. So like I think
Yeah,
when you're vibe
yes.
coding, yeah, you just gotta embrace it. It's not just like, oh yeah, you have an app in 10 minutes. It's still tedious work.
Resolving, yeah, it should say resolving an ENS name. So we have it. And this resolution error. Well, yeah, I will retry. So it's ready. But at least the form should be updated, because we have seen it in the changes. So I let me okay, and ready for you, but I pushed the branch, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, I could just start another one on whoops, there is, yeah, oops, yeah, but should I, you don't need even to start, so, yeah, okay. And so there I could start another. Saying in the cookie jar on dev, please rename. Oops. So rename array occurrence of displayed text whitelisted into allow listed like this, you would ask?
Yeah. Let's say rename every occurrence of display text whitelisted into
Because it's just for the displayed text and not for the
and also no, and then also no. It also should update every prop that's using a variable.
No, but let's keep it simple first.
Yeah, but
not make it too complex at the beginning.
You just did.
Now we have even interactive plan to deeply understand goals before plan generation. But
okay, okay.
Yeah, but the goal, I think it's enough. But Yeah, we could even. I think let's with not the time we have, we'll just keep it a quick plan. And then it will boot another. So wow, here. So here it has changed to display my address. Yeah, yeah, you see it?
Mm-hmm.
0x your name.is. And if I put glass.is, yeah. Let's see. Oops. But at least it showed it. Could not resolve ENS name. Okay. Maybe because I've been too fast on. No, so there's still some. But yeah, ENS resolution error. Chain doesn't. Okay. Okay. So at least we got the call here.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
ENS resolution error. Chain does not support contract. Chain Celo does not support ENS universal resolver. So that's the error of VM. This could be due to many of the following. Do not have the ENS user configured. Yeah, because we are on Celo. But then we could, and then it's the public client. We need the public client of mainnet, Ethereum mainnet, and not of Celo. But at least you see that it calls VM, and in VM it calls ENS resolution support.
I thought it was doing that. I thought it was supposed to do that. I thought
no, it didn't. It just used public client, but didn't change. It didn't add Ethereum mainnet. It does it still on the connected blockchain. So
I think a good flow, like, and I'm gonna start trying to use Jules a little bit more again. Well, the reason I don't use this because to me the best, like I spent time with Jules, but to me the best results I got were with Sonnet 4. So that's why I don't use Jules as much. But I think that yeah, I think let's go ahead and push this up, and yeah, I think we could use this.
And so rename display text to it will go through the grep result. All user visible instance of whitelisted. Rename. Okay, so here do even whitelist to a low list. Rename component and hooks. Oof. Rename component and hooks. I don't think it's really needed. I will rename the file and the component hooks they contain. Wow. Yeah, because there is even a whitelist and. Okay,
yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, that's what I was trying to point out.
So you for now you like the action there, propose there? And so update import and reference. After renaming the file, I will need to update all the import name internal identifier. Wow. For verify change, I will need to check. Wow. I think it's too big for just a few minutes. So I would say just do the two first.
Wait. Can you stop moving so I can read? Can you just stay still so I could read?
Because here, if we do all this kind of, that's what we try to avoid with Core, is to update all the internal identifier, variable, function, and other identifier.
Should do 1 through 4. Well, can you stop moving? Let's pause real quick. Just stop moving things.
But here you will break a lot of things, because then it will need to rename also. and we need to update all the import. If we don't do you cannot do the 4 without doing the 3.
Yeah, I said 1 through 4. Wait, you're confusing me.
Just 1 and 2.
Okay, I don't know what you've been asking me. Just do what you want,
because the 4 here, it's update import.
Just go ahead, Christian. Like I thought you were asking me, but
yeah, but I don't understand why you would add the 4. Yeah, this 4 you mean? Because the 4th is because of the 3. So if we don't run the 3, we should not run the 4. Just keep steps.
I said 1 through 4. 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 through 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 4?
1 through 4. Through. I'm saying through. It's
through. Sorry, I was understanding 1. Okay, I was understanding 1, 2, 4. Sorry. Okay, 1 through 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but I will keep it simple for now. First, to step 1 and 2. To make it slow.
and we got like 5 minutes. So.
Yeah. Just keep step 1. So at least here we have mostly that does not support. Yeah, because here we need maybe to configure also the ENS universal. Maybe it's our version of VM that is too old. Because now with optimism and there is ENS universal resolver on.
Yeah.
And at least on optimism and some L2. So we should update. But here, yeah. So approve.
Cool.
It was the first time that I shrink the plan. Yeah, maybe I should submit. I should have kept the 7. Submit for review.
What happened?
Like if I didn't keep the 7, submit for review. When I'm confident, I will submit them for review.
Oh.
Because if it doesn't submit,
it should get this right. I have faith.
Let's see.
See you, Alan. Yeah. we're gonna keep doing this. We're gonna get a lot better. And I think we're gonna keep focusing on cookie jar because I think why not? So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, Alan. See ya.
And so if I check this, yeah, copy. Yeah, but here, ENS universal resolver. You see the get ENS universal resolver, get ENS name. Yeah, that's the documentation page about get ENS address. Support universal resolver for looking up name. But it's Vim, so use ENS resolver. But here we are using.
I really thought by the end of this stream we would have NFT gating cookies.
Yeah, it was supposed to have some NFT gating, but we are not there yet.
We're not there yet. Yeah, we're not. It's all good.
But you see, even just to replace text, it's still working on it. But I think this one, it's like should find an Oracle file resolver on a contract. But yeah, you need to first get ENS resolver. Yes, you see public client.
Yeah.
And so that's him. But get resolver, and I think we have not even used that. But I feel we are not so far from. I got the feeling we are not so far from for the ENS part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we have the but okay. It's not even here. It's in app because then we have all the. Yeah, we don't have and get ENS. Here we have resolve address, get ENS address. But before doing get ENS address, wow, you have even now example here with a stack blitz, view train, and ENS. Yeah. So does it? I think it's no still work. Ah, wow, we got it.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, replace all occurrence in the front-end code. So if he has updated everywhere, that's not good also, but
Let's see what it did. That page.
add allow list.
It did 2 pages, and it did.
No, yeah, that's fine. You see, it has not because we send, but here it's still good. Here it's good. Here it's good.
Let's see, and then config details.
And but here it's not. I mean, it's still, if we replaced everywhere, it's still good also. Allow listed jar instead of whitelisted jar. Apply allow list filter. If so. Yeah, just by testing it. And no, I think that's not so. Maybe that will be the whole status allow list. Jar is checking. Yeah, so it seems it has done the search replace, but with just a grep, but still keeping the case. Feel it's not so, but we need to test it. But at least it was faster than Koi, I think.
Yeah.
Julio is better, faster than Koi.
Yeah, let me take over and show.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So on my end, as you can see, I did make a lot of good progress, but then ran into this issue because basically my core focus, because we're gonna do another vibe coding session, like no doubt, and it's gonna be another cookie jar one because I think we need to just continue to focus on like one project and this, improving it. And by the next one, we'll have this end-to-end flow to where, we could really do contract deployment. So I was able to fix the bug with like the jars, but then the latest one I was fixing was something to do with it's still not rendering it properly. And then create a jar works. It's slow. I clicked it, but it's gonna take time for it to. So that's one thing I want to improve. So I want to improve the next JS speed. Like that needs to be faster, so it renders a lot quicker. End-to-end flow. So I'm in such a mode. After this call, I'm just gonna continue for the next 2 hours just to finish this stuff because why not? I did create a cookie jar though. I created one locally. But then it wasn't rendering. And then we got to figure out some things. But yeah, this was good though. I think this was still a good call, and I appreciate like you staying on the full 3 hours.
Yeah, sure was. Huh?
Yeah,
That's
But yeah,
I was
guys, like,
wondering if I could, but at least 3 hours because we relay each other also. Like it was not 3 hours, some of the same presenting during 3 hours.
yeah, yeah,
Then-
and that's good. So I think, you know, yeah, a lot of learning. And I saw Jules. So I think Jules, I think, is great for plans. So like, I think I'm definitely gonna look at it to, like, you know, plan things out more.
And it's free. You have
And it's
a free quota of 30 tasks per day.
Yeah.
And here we used only 2 tasks.
So
it's not
we
the
got
same.
Jules, Cursor. There's a couple other ones, but yeah, good stuff, everybody. With the one person who's left on the stream, thanks for staying with us this whole time. And yeah, hope to see you guys all
because
next week.
we have lost Corey and we have lost Sophie also.
We lost Corey, we lost Sophie, we lost some good people on the way, but we made it. So thank you guys for all staying, and yeah, see you next week.
Thank you for organizing.